Hi, welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophie, your co-pilot into the universe of Chinese. And here today, I'm going to do something different. It's not one word a day, but several meaningful Chinese characters that I find corresponding English concept. So it's a one-on-one mapping, so to speak. And because we're looking at same thing from two angles, actually three, I will show you why. Okay, so here we go. The first character, Chinese, Li, pronounced as Li, and written just like that. This is the contemporary writing of this character. It means upright, and it was written like that. And you can see it's a structure of a human figure standing upright, facing you. And I find my favorite activity, yoga, one yoga pose that looks just like that. This is my inspiration starting this short program to show you what a amazing connection or interconnection that I can find on images, on English concept and the Chinese concept. So in English, it's upright. So there is this up concept embedded in this letter, not a word. So in Chinese character, it's coming from the visual image of a person. Okay, so that's our first one. And the next one also pronounced as Li. So here it's just a good example to show you same pronunciation, same tone, falling tone, Li. And it's easy to pronounce for you, but this Li means power. And it was originally written like that. According to some scholars, that means the tendon underneath, like joining your bones, right? That's the kind of muscle power, implies the muscle power. But to me, it also looks like a rake because Chinese is agriculture-based culture, and working in the field to toiling with soil. That's the main activity day in, day out over there. So this character simply looks like a farming tool to me, and that embodies the power, the muscle power. So here I find a very similar looking yoga pose that looks just like the character Li, except here there's no, but overall structure. And it got this tension, right? It got power in it. And it looks just like Li. Okay, this is a big concept to capture, but I want to mention it because Valentine's Day is coming up and I want to show some love here. And Chinese love is pronounced as ai. So it's one of the situations where it's only vowels involved. There's no consonant here. And it's falling tone as well. It's spelled in Romanized character AI, artificial intelligence, right? And pronounced as I, and that's Chinese love. The original written form looks like this. Structure breaking down is pretty easy. In the middle of it is the shape of heart, Chinese representation of the heart shape. Probably like these are like the tubes coming out of heart. I'm not sure the anatomy back then, but that's the symbol of the heart organ. And it's surrounded by this almost like gentle hand, right? Surrounded the heart in the middle. And there are two of them from two directions. And this kind of like pivot 180 degrees image, right? Rotated image. So there are two of this kind of structure and kind of almost holding the heart in the middle. And my interpretation of that is love involves a mutual, like two parties. So give and receive from both ends. There is a certain interaction in there, and both of them are pitching into this relationship to it's based on heart. And these are you can imagine it as hand gesture, like hand and holding stuff, maybe material for building or farming, or I don't know, tools that helps to raise a family or build the foundations. So it doesn't necessarily mean like family romantic kind of love, but it could be any kind of relationship, to like a one-on-one relationship, interpersonal, and it's a give and take, it's a dynamic, and both parties are contributing to, to build this heart connection. So this is amazing yoga pose that put sideways just look like a heart symbol. So I don't exactly know the origin of this heart symbol, but that universally now means love. Okay, so now we just came from a loving place and now it's tears. I want to show you same line of pronunciation with I, like pronounced in Chinese as I, and then falling tone. And I just switch out the consonant here. So now it's T. So far we have Li, we have I, and this is T. T is a structure that's kind of typical Chinese. The left side, this means water. So now it's simple, like simplified into 3 strokes like that. When you see that, that means water. And now the right side is a pronunciation. It means younger brother. So because Chinese usually have bigger families, so everybody in their family structure in relevance to another person in the family got a very specific term to pin them. Like when I first learned English, it's just brother. There's no younger or older. There's no special terms for that in relevance to your age, to your sequence, right, in the family. But in Chinese, yeah, this is younger brother. It pronounced as Di. And when it's borrowed into this new character, it becomes T. And that means tearing up, almost the sound, right? Kind of sharing T. And this is tears or tearing up. So this yoga pose, I use the kind of curve over here to, mapping it to the curve over there of D, and also there are water, surrounded by water. And this is a nice interpretation of sorrow, I guess, but no, it's actually embracing nature and be immersed in that sunset. Glowy water pond surroundings, and not necessarily, maybe it's tears of joy. Okay, this is the last one of the series. It's pronounced as qi. So everything is falling tone today with an E at the end. So this one in particular, qi. And this is an important Chinese concept. Even if it's written really, really easy, just 3 strokes, kind of aerodynamic, I can imagine like in contemporary cartoon, like this kind of drawing of just showing some air, hot air, right, flowing upward. And that is used to mean air. And okay, so this is not exactly yoga, but this is a dancer, and her outfit, her gown here is kind of flowing in the air, and it gives you the sense of a person in space moving, and the air a part of the structure, even if it's the next minute, not minute, second, millisecond, it will look different, right? It's always changing, but the sense of a flowiness, the spatial sense of upward going, temporarily anti-gravity motion, and that is the sense of air. And in Chinese, when we say, I guess here is a comparable, 2 cultures both like air, this word, somebody has the air of something means they have the sort of attitude that emitting like nonverbal cues about this person, some air around them, right? So that's similar in Chinese concept. So if we say somebody have 气势 or 气场, we have to pair it with another character to mean so that is the kind of magnetic field or air field that's emitting from that person, that others in the same room or same space can feel the air. So, all right. So thank you very much for being with me today. I hope you enjoyed a little short program away from the daily 1 word a day. And this is a good look at 2 cultures, sharing some of the common themes and universal. I would really like to introduce you to Chinese, not as some difficult, daunting, culture, distant, irrelevant, but no, it's very relevant today, even if the characters originated maybe tens of thousands years ago and with very simple structures, but you can see how it is actually capturing the universal human experience. All right, so continue on this journey with me, 1 word a day.